Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy with another session of 4th&1. Here we are. We got everybody. We got the whole crew
Let's
today.
go.
That man Ray,
Let's
Nav,
go.
Robbie, and Slick Nick. Woo! We getting it today. We off one day, but it's good. We could throw in our Thursday prediction too for tomorrow. Let's get it. Let's get it. Start us off with the question.
Let's get it. Happy beginning of week 8, everybody. I had to rearrange our boxes real quick. I had to put the winners up top. Winners represent. What's going on? How you guys feeling?
I'm
Winners
feeling
up
good,
top.
baby.
Oh, yeah,
I'm feeling
Always a
good.
better week when we're winning.
Yeah. Brian, not used to it, I'm sure, huh, Nav?
How you feeling more about that Raider? I mean, how you feeling more about that Patriots loss?
We'll get into that. We'll get into all
Oh,
that.
we're gonna get into okay.
Yeah. And you know what? We're gonna start it off hot. Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi after a horrific loss against the Bears on Monday night. Who should the Patriots go with at quarterback? Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi?
Hey, oh man, I was watching the game. I don't watch too many Patriots games because I'm not a Patriots fan, but just watching that game, when Zappi came in though, it felt like the energy just changed. Like that man immediately hitting touchdown. Like, I don't know. I think he's gotten him some wins the last couple of weeks, and he came in there and electrified the crowd and all that. I think you got to go with the man. I don't like how they switched it off. I think they should have started with him. You should have let Mac Jones earn that spot back. I don't know. That's just me, though. Got to go with Zappi.
It's interesting you say that because the early reports are coming out that Mac Jones will be starting against the New York Jets. How are you feeling, Ray? Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi?
Dude, you know what's so crazy? I actually, I don't know if you guys remember, but I sent you guys a text message. Or I think it was earlier today or yesterday. It was like literally
straight to the trash.
43,000 something people. It was literally 50%. 50% said Mac Jones, 50%. On a poll for Bailey Zappi. And I think you got to go with the hot hand here. I think you got to go with Zappi. I mean, you saw the only thing the Patriots aren't doing is they're not allowing these guys to throw downfield. It's so wild. But when they did, Zappi was completing those passes. Mac Jones was hitting the cameras on the top of where the wires were at and getting intercepted. I don't know, man. Maybe he thought that person was open. I don't know, but he's throwing on the freaking camera wires.
Just throwing it away.
Zappi, I'm telling you, watch the video. It's crazy. And then Zappi knows how to maneuver away from the cameras. That's why he's completing those passes. I'm just kidding. No, but Zappi, I go with Zappi, man. I think Zappi is the guy. He's the man. I think right now he's the hot hand. I think you give him a shot. I think you really legitimately give him a shot.
One shot. That's all it takes. Shades of
mom spaghetti.
There you go. You got the M&M gear on, so you're looking good, Nick. Slim Nick. Nick, how you feeling, man? Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi?
I would because of the capital, because he was a first round pick, I think you have to roll with Mac, and you have to try to build back his confidence at least. Because the thing is, maybe Zappi's better, but if you don't try to see what Mac has and try to roll with it, then you definitely are gonna ruin his development, I feel like. So whereas Zappi can still develop without the expectations. But if you go straight to Zappi and don't play Mac, then you are, I feel like you really are taking a chance with ruining his development of what he potentially could be. So just for the sake that he was your first round pick, I think you have to keep playing him just to make sure beyond a doubt that he is not that guy. And then if he isn't, then you go to him. But I think it's too hard to tell now. Coming back from the injury, coming back from just like a little bit of rust. He's still a rookie. It's his second year. From what you said, it sounded like the Patriots offense was trying to do different things than last year too. So, he might be getting used to that. But yeah, I think you have to roll with Mac at least a few games in good faith, just to make sure that he definitely is or isn't that guy, and then move forward with Zappi, because Zappi's going to be there. No one expected Patriots to do anything this year, and it doesn't matter because they're going to have Jimmy G next year. but I think you have to just kind of check out and see what Mac has at least this year.
I don't think Jimmy G's going anywhere because Niners still need a quarterback. Nav, what do you think? Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi? How you feeling?
Those actually from all three of you guys, those were some good points. Honestly, you can go either way. I mean, future wise, Nick was right. Like, if Mac Jones is your guy, I mean, then you got to put him in regardless of the situation, even though if he's not playing as well as Bailey Zappi. But then, like, the other thing is, man, the biggest thing you want is a win, right? That's the most important thing. So, I mean, Zappi's winning you guys games. Why were you going to take him out? Why are you going to bench him? Like, he's the hot hand. Let him play. Let him.
He didn't win you a game though. He lost.
Well, he didn't play the whole game.
It's 2-0 as a starter.
Yeah, he didn't play the whole game. He wasn't a starter this past game. But I think if I text Rav about this before the game started, I was like, I don't agree with Mac Jones starting. I think it should have been Bailey Zappi, and I think if he started, it would have been a whole different momentum change against the Bears. Yeah, so I think Bailey Zappi should have started, and I think that he should still stay as a starter or change as a starter.
And then there was a Patriots fan about to talk about Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi. Who do we want? Man, Mac Jones, we obviously fell to us right in our lap at the 15th pick last year, and we took him. Bailey Zappi was probably the shocker draft pick that we had this year in a 4th rounder. Bailey Zappi's looking really good, man. He's looking amazing. But you know what it is? The offense has been different when Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi has been in there. When Bailey Zappi's in, what do? We run Ramondre down in between the tackles, and Bailey Zappi gets to do those play action passes. I don't know why we don't have Mac Jones do these play action passes. I think that'll help freeze up some linebackers, freeze up some safeties, and get some people more open. Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi, I want to see the Patriots go with a hot hand, but I think Nick is completely right, man. I let the emotions get the best of me on the last time me and Raymond talked, and I kept saying it's Bailey Zappi's time, but taking a step back and just thinking about it, Mac Jones we need to see what we got out of Mac Jones before we throw everything over to Bailey Zappi. For me, I'm happy Mac Jones is starting. I wish he did not start in that Bears game. I don't think he was fully 100% healthy. I wish he just waited just one more game and came back against the Jets. But I understand he wanted to make a point, and the point was that now he got benched in the second quarter for a 4th round quarterback out of Western Kentucky. So, it's going to be fun to see. Mac Jones sounds like he took 90% of the first team reps today. So it looks like it's going to be the Mac Jones show against the Jets, the 5-2 Jets. So we will see how it goes. But we are.
Well, I just want to add, he was doing pretty good until he decided to kick a guy in the nuts. So, there's a little bit of karma maybe. So let's just see what happens.
Competitive edge. That's all we
Dude, they showed that replay so many times.
I know.
One of the guys was like,
segment.
One of the guys was like,
That guy's
what was it called? How's that fine for a QB to go kick a defender in the balls, but then when a defender just hits
grazes them,
they get a flag
foul.
I'm sure it wasn't intentional. He was sliding with his feet up, but
I mean, he was like,
I think that's one way to slide.
he didn't he would look like he was fighting for his life on that freaking slide.
So, Rob, I just have a quick question I wanted to ask you. If Mac Jones loses against the Jets, are you done with him?
I don't think.
Are you going to go to Zappi, or you're going to say, hey, we're just going to stick with what we have the whole year? No matter how good we think Zappi could be, we're just going to see what Mac Jones can do.
I don't think it's about win or lose at this point right now. Like Nick said, I think it's more about to see what you have in your first rounder that you gave up capital for. So I think if he comes out and he plays a good game and we still end up losing in a tight one, I think that's a different story. But if he comes out and we lose because of him, he throws like 2-3 interceptions, no touchdowns, can't get the ball down the field, then I will say, yes, it's Bailey Zappi time officially now. But you got to give this guy one more week, man. He was still a first-round pick in this league, Got to give him one more week. This is his second year coming in. Yeah, absolutely, man. But you know what? We are about 6 days away from the NFL trade deadline, November 1st. One trade that we're all going to predict that will happen before the NFL trade deadline. Who you got, Moy? I don't even have mine yet. I'm just going to go, I guess, on top of my head.
You're gonna go with okay. I was looking at it. I've been keeping up with a lot of the news for fantasy football, and I've been hearing a lot of rumors about some of these wide receivers. You know, Jerry Jude. What's his name?
Judy. The first time I heard
sorry,
him called
Judy.
Jerry Jude.
Judy. What's his name? DJ Moore. OBJ. You know, I really think somebody's going to pick one of them up. And I'm going to say it's either going to be Green Bay or the Chiefs are going to pick one of these guys up.
And who's going to be and where?
Who's going to be where?
Yeah, who's it going to be and where they're going to go?
Ooh.
Well, OBJ doesn't have to be traded because he's
he does. So. Yeah, he's a free agent. You know what?
It's a tough one.
Oh, that is a tough one. Maybe more to Green Bay. OBJ to the Chiefs.
OBJ to the Chiefs. Okay.
He might sign with them.
I can see it happening.
Hey, I mean, if he wants another chance at a ring, because signing with the Rams ain't gonna give him another chance.
Not this year. Not this year. What do you think, Greg?
Oh man, you know what? I think that I'm gonna stick with my team, Baltimore, and I think that they're gonna trade for Elijah Moore from the Jets. Man, I think he's really upset. But I've been hearing rumors too that Baltimore's not even going to trade for him. I heard rumors that Baltimore is going to trade for Denzel Mims, and I'm like, why? Like, why would you do that? Like, you might as well just get Elijah Moore. Like, he's a lot more proven. I think he's way more proven and way more better as a wide receiver. I would love DJ Moore to come to Baltimore. I really would, but I just don't know if the Panthers are willing to, unless it's for a really good value, to get. I mean, they gave up CMC. They gave up. I know another good player as well, or Robbie Anderson. But I mean, damn, if they lost their number one, I don't know. But I think the Jets, because Elijah Moore's not even really getting the ball. I'm not saying he's going to get the ball that much in Baltimore anyways, but I feel like he would really help us out a lot better than the Jets. So, yeah, I'm going with Elijah Moore. I think he's going to get traded. I'd say, I don't even, does that guy have a contract or he doesn't have a contract? Is he rookie?
Second year.
Second year. So damn. I mean, that's like what? I mean, would you guys value that as a third round, a fourth round? I mean, if you got Robert Quinn for a fourth rounder.
Robert Quinn's a lot older though.
Yeah, and he's got a contract. Elijah Moore would be second to first. I'd say it's first.
Late first or second, yeah.
He's gonna cost you Lamar.
Oh man.
Hey, what about Claypool? Would you take Claypool?
Oh hell no, dude! I'd never take Claypool, dude. You're that guy, bro. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even understand what time management is. He doesn't even care. That guy's horrible.
I got you. Let's go on. What do you think, Nev? One trade you're going to predict that will happen before next week, November 1st, NFL trade deadline?
I think
it's a good point.
I think Packers. I know I wasn't.
No, neither one of us are.
I think Packers might go for a receiver also, and I think it might be DJ Moore.
DJ Moore to the Packers. I love it. Nice. What do you think, Slick Nick or Slim Nick? What are we going with more?
I don't know. He's looking like B Rabbit, you know.
We're just gonna get all the white rapper stereotypes out of here.
Slim Nick.
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really been paying too much attention. I think there's a good chance that the Packers are going to get a wide receiver. Rumors are Kendrick Bourne's on the chopping block for the Patriots. He's not a wide receiver one, but he is like a decent, reliable guy. I don't know what's going on with the Patriots and him, but he was always good in third down situations for the San Francisco 49ers. I don't like honest. I think a lot. When's the trade deadline? Next Thursday?
Is it November 1st? The 1st.
It's when?
Tuesday.
The 1st, November 1st.
I honestly think it's going to depend a lot on who wins and loses this next Sunday. Like if the honestly, like if the Bucks lose next week, I could honestly see them starting to just like, you know what, screw this, we got to rebuild. Tom Brady's already said he's like Tom Brady's not going to be here next year. Like, I don't know. I think they could start trading off assets. If not even Tom Brady could try to trade. I think I'll say one of the things, I don't know that happens by a trade deadline, but I think one of the things I want the Niners to do is we're getting gashed in the run game because our two top D tackles are out, Javon Kinlaw and Eric Armstead. I would like them to sign Ndamukong Suh, who is a free agent waiting.
I want to change mine now.
Let's hear it.
Kareem Hunt to the Eagles.
Ooh.
Wow.
Do they need? They don't need a running back.
They don't need a running back.
Miles Sanders.
I don't know.
They need a running back.
I mean, he's good, but Kareem Hunt's way better.
I don't know.
Last season, Miles Sanders wasn't looking that great.
Yeah.
This season, he's I would say 50-50. I mean, he looks better actually than last season, definitely. But imagine if they get Kareem Hunt. Like, how the hell are you gonna stop that offense? And then Jalen Hurts can run too.
All right. Oh. You guys ready for this?
Who you got? What you got for us?
This Sunday, NFL, 6:30 a.m. here in the West Coast, traveling to London. The Denver Broncos are going to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jaguars are going to upset the Denver Broncos. And Broncos are about to have this fire sale. And the man that's going to get the first call is Mr. Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb to the Baltimore Ravens, man. I am calling it right now.
To the Ravens?
The Ravens.
Yeah, but can he catch? What's the point?
At pass rushing right now, they need this guy, man. They need this guy to solidify their line. They need, Patrick Queen's doing work. The safeties back there are doing work. The corners are doing work, but their D line, sorry, Ray, is trash. They need someone to boost it up. Bradley Chubb, after a nasty loss to the Jaguars, first round, maybe even a second round, but Bradley Chubb is going to be a member of the Baltimore Ravens next week.
My bad, Rob. What is position does he play? Is he a defensive
linebacker?
End?
He's linebacker.
He's an outside linebacker. Okay. Yeah, and we would need that help for
sure.
But
he runs. It's like Michael Parsons as a linebacker. Like he rushes the.
Yeah.
But that's what they need.
Yeah. I honestly could see him actually going to the Rams, to be honest, since they lost Von Miller this offseason.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely possible.
But they're like, I don't think that helped them out.
AFC likes to trade to the NFC. NFC likes to trade to the AFC. That's a really good one, Nick. I like that. But we're going to move it on to the Las Vegas Raiders winning the second game of the season. Moy, how are you feeling? Are the Raiders back in business?
Hey, I love that run game, bro. I love it. I loved it. I told you, I said our schedule gets easier when we come back from the bye. Y'all in for it, man. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna get some more wins. So yes, we as long as we don't, we just made a trade, right? And then I'm hearing rumors that we might be shopping other players. So as long as we're not shopping players and we're still in it, no tanking, we're back in business. We're back in business.
Back in business, boy.
Easily can win 6 in a row. I'm telling you.
In a row. Well, according to Nav, how much were they going to win, Nick? Was it 7? Was it 7?
I think they're still on their winning spree right now.
Oh, okay.
If I recall.
They started off 1 so far. Well, let's see how it keeps going. They are going to New Orleans. Nick, are the Raiders back in business?
Oh, no way. No way, dude. You gotta be kidding me. Hold on here. Look, I'm my bad. I'm really trying to look up their schedule right now. They're versus New Orleans next, right? But
then the Jags. Then the Colts.
Okay,
Broncos
realistically,
again.
Jameis is coming back. Jameis is coming back next week.
Wait, sorry.
I think Dalton's starting.
Dalton is starting for the New Orleans Saints.
They already announced that.
Oh, so they are. So I can see. Okay, so you guys take that game. Let's say you take that game. I don't think you guys beat the Jags. The Jags are sneaky good. They're one of those teams that sometimes, dude, they'll be really trash, and then sometimes they're really good. So it's it depends on which apple you you're gonna get there. If it's a bad apple or a good apple. The Colts, I'll give you guys that. After that, I don't really know what else.
Broncos, then Seattle, then Chargers,
then the Rams, then
the Rams,
then
Patriots.
Lost.
I'll give you guys the
I'm hearing
Broncos.
L's. I'm hearing L's.
The Broncos. But I don't know about the the Rams, dude. That's another one. That's another apple one. Is Matthew Stafford going to play good? Or is he going to play like trash? The Chiefs, y'all are losing the Chiefs. You guys aren't.
We don't play the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, later. The Chiefs.
That's the last one.
Last week, yeah.
Right before we spank. Right after we spank the Niners.
Oh man, and that's going to be. I forgot about that game. Damn, that's going to be a hell of a game too.
That's an apple too.
I don't know, man. I think you guys. I don't think you guys can get back into business. I don't think so, but I think. Damn, dude. It's wild because I could see it, but then I also couldn't. It's 50-50. For me, it's a real truly 50-50.
What, of course, it's 50-50.
50-50, man.
Yeah.
It's either you could or you can't. I don't know.
You're going to... All right, now, let's hear it.
Of course. Of course they're back in business. We're going to win... We're gonna go to the fucking Super Bowl. I'm talking like Ray right
now. Even more laughing up there.
Hey, I commend you for that one.
Honestly, I think we're clicking. I've seen it in the last game. I seen the game against KC, and we kept it a close game. We kind of beat ourselves up in that game. I don't think KC won. I think we lost that game, honestly. We're definitely clicking. Our offense kind of showed it. We had a rough start, like the first quarter. The first half, I guess you could say. And then we just ran through Texans like nothing. So I think, we're back in business. We just needed some time to have everyone click. I mean, we have a new offense. We have a whole, besides the players, one player, on our offense, Devontae Adams, he's the newest, but everything else is pretty much brand new. New coach, new offense coordinator, new defensive coordinator. They're all brand new, so they just needed time to click, and now they're clicking. And we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
Once we get Waller in there too, I'm waiting for them to get Waller in there too, because I got him on fantasy, so gotta get him in there.
I think week 1 is the only game we had where all of our starters actually started.
This is football, man. All teams have injuries. What do you think, Nick?
Not the Eagles.
Oh yeah, except the Eagles. Blessed Eagles.
I think Raiders are back in business just enough to keep their fans' hopes alive and then to be crushed come postseason. So I think they, like you said, they'll have a pretty easy schedule. They'll get through a few of those games. I think I think they're gonna potentially get to the playoffs and then one and done. So if you call that back in business, they're back in business.
Hey,
which is typical for Raiders. Wow. Exactly. They're just happy to make playoffs.
This football team's going to be an 8-8 football team.
8-9.
I was going to say 8. Oh, 8-9. Sorry, 8-9. I forgot the other game, but or at least 9-7.
What
9-7.
Do you guys remember the record for Steelers? I think they had one of the worst, and they made it because of our win over Chargers.
Baltimore lost to them.
Oh, yeah. Last year, it was pretty bad. It was I don't know.
They had a tied game, which didn't count.
I think they had like 9 wins or something like that, 8 wins or something like that. It was pretty bad. And the Colts didn't get in because of that or whatever. And they had a better record. And then they lost to Jacksonville.
What are we doing, guys? What the hell are we doing? We're going to sit here and talk that the Raiders are back in business after they just beat a 2-5 Denver Bronco who cannot even hide, who cannot even ride. All they're doing is hiding. Then they go and beat up on the 4th&1 Houston Texans. And we're sitting here talking that the Raiders are back in business. I'm going to sit here and tell you that the Raiders are not back in business, boys. Come on, man. Beat someone good, and then we talk. Until then.
How you skip the Chiefs' performance, though? How you go from Broncos to Texans?
This is why I skipped it. This is why I skipped it right here. This right here, because you guys got an L end of the day, bro. Division games are close, man. Division games are always close, no matter what it happens. But
that's like me saying, oh well, what about the Ravens' performances? We were up by double-digit leads and we blew it.
Hey, that's
like
even worse, man. That's even
we
worse.
still lost. That's an L. It sucks, but it's like, damn.
I'm gonna come here on this podcast and say that I wouldn't be surprised if none of our teams made it to the playoffs. If we do that, all of us are coming with some clown makeup on the next session. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, if that happens,
I honestly, I know Niners are struggling, but I feel like they still have a better chance because the NFC is just so weak in general.
Weak. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
I don't know, man.
Happens,
NFC is looking really good right now.
If that happens, we got to wear clown makeup.
I'm down, dude. I'm gonna get a cookout
none
too.
of our teams,
we're gonna cook.
None of our teams make
a cookout. Sorry, not a cookout.
None of our teams.
I'm in.
That means we went 0 for 4.
I'm in.
Moy's gonna just be showing up in Dolphins gear.
I'm
calling the Dolphins since week 1. Oh man.
Awesome. I love it, man. We're gonna move on to another segment called In or Out. Moy, you're gonna ask us a question. You're gonna ask us, are we in or out on your question? What do you got?
Oh, mine was on Carr, huh? Carr?
Yeah. You already forgot?
Carr gonna be Raiders quarterback next year. In or out? I'll start with Ray.
Man, hell no, he's not gonna be there. Are you kidding me? I've been saying this for so long. I don't even know how many more times I have to say this. Hell no, he's not gonna be there. You guys are gonna get rid of him. There's no point. Why would you guys keep a middle ranked quarterback? He's like 15 to 20 range. I'd give him that for sure. He wasn't the same Derek Carr in his MVP season. He's gone. That Derek Carr is long gone. This Derek Carr, man. He can have good games. He can throw a buck, 260 yards, 250 yards, whatever a game, couple of touchdowns. He can do that for you guys, no problem. He could be a good game manager. But to beat the best teams in the NFL, you have to go above and beyond that. He can't do that, man. Why have him? You might as well just dump him, save the money, get a good draft pick, get a high draft pick. I've been saying I think the Raiders should tank. I think you guys should get CJ Stroud from Ohio State. I think he's the guy for you guys. Get that number 1 overall pick. Save that money. Invest in the defense. You got a nucleus on offense. You got
Bro, Ray just dropped nucleus on the podcast. I just want to throw
out. You guys got Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, and I really like that. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but he's really tall. He was like, dude, I forgot his name. He's like your guys' 3rd string, 4th string. He's really fucking tall. That guy's like a behemoth.
What are you talking about? Like the O-line or what?
No, your wide receiver.
Was it
Matt Collins?
Yeah, is he the one? He's really tall, right? Extremely tall. He's like a freaking tight end on the outside. Like, I really like his play too. Yeah. I think he's a really solid player. He's going to develop even more next year. And like, sky's the limit, dude. All you do is invest, get a good high draft pick, invest all your capital into defense, your draft picks into your defense. Solid. Now you guys got a young nucleus, and it's good. I've been saying it for years, man. Like, that's what I feel like is the best way to go. If the Raider fans listen to me, you guys will win a Super Bowl. It is that simple. It is that simple.
All right, we'll go with Nav next. What you think? In or out? Carr.
I think we're gonna be in. I think Josh McDaniels sees what Carr has a potential of, and he's gonna work around him. I mean, he worked around with a lot of not a lot of QBs, but he worked around with Brady, so he kind of knows how to work the QB out and stuff like that. I think if he doesn't think Carr is the person, he's still gonna have him next year, and then he's gonna draft a QB and have him follow under Carr's footsteps, and then take over the following season. So yeah, I think I'm in Derek Carr next season.
Okay, Nick, what about you? In or out?
Yeah, I'm in. I mean, I don't think that. I think they should move on, but I don't know that they will. I think they're fine with what they have. And Devontae Adams went for to play with Derek Carr, so whatever. The other thing, the one wild card, like I said, is we found out that Tom Brady was trying to go there the other year. So, who knows what happens with the Bucs this year, and if he tries to get that deal done again in another year after Raiders miss the playoffs.
All right. Robbie joining us back. Robbie, in or out? Carr, Raiders next year.
In or out, Carr, man. Just like me, he's out, bro. He's going out. I think he's gone, man.
Well, you're in.
Wait, what you mean? Oh, I'm in now, but I just went out. You want me to go out again? Hold on. I think I saw something that says Carr didn't even throw a 3-touchdown game pass since like 2019 or some stat like that. 2019, 2020, something like that. It clearly sounds like that it's time to maybe move on from Carr. I've always loved Carr. I've always been on his bandwagon, but I think the Raiders should move on to Carr to find someone for their future.
All right, y'all ready for my take?
Let's hear it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in because he's gone. You know who we getting?
Lamar.
Come on.
Ravens ain't paying Lamar. We about to get him. Boom.
Hey, Moy, if you guys get Lamar Jackson, you buying that jersey?
Nah.
Get out of here, man. That's so dumb. Get out of here.
Adams jersey, not a Lamar one.
Oh, my gosh.
Nah. For us though, that's a tough one. But I don't know. I can see that happening.
Lamar going to you guys?
Pay the man. Is it y'all doing everything to not get him weapons?
They got that expensive ass stadium. They gotta sell some merch.
Yeah.
So Moy, you don't think my theory is solid? So really, you're really going to tell me you're going to pay Lamar? You're going to pay Lamar Jackson a guaranteed contract when you can get. I'm just saying, C.J. Stroud, the kid from Alabama, pay him on a cheap contract. I get it, man. Those quarterback. Look at Baker Mayfield.
We're not going to tank. We're not going to tank. Why would they want to tank?
You should. Why not?
I'm never down for tanking. Because you just never know.
No, they need to win, and I don't think they want to have a rookie QB next year.
You can't go from making playoffs and then tanking that just looks bad.
Raiders have too many veterans to be tanking right now. They have too many win now players. I don't see a Raider tank coming.
Because Adams does it, he got what, a 4-year contract? He
probably has like 1 or 2 more good years left.
Yeah, if we tank, he's kicking every cameraman in the face.
And they probably deserve it, to be honest.
All right, who's the next in or out?
Let's go, Ray.
Man, is Lamar Jackson going to stay in Baltimore next year? I gotta go with your boy Moy.
He just answered it. He just answered it.
My theory.
I know, but you really think he's gonna go to the Raiders next year?
I don't think. Oh, it's tough.
I don't even think you believe that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Lamar looked pretty sick in the black and silver. Like,
hey, I don't think he's gonna stay in Baltimore. I don't see it. I don't see it. I think he would have signed the contract. He would have agreed, and I think he's like, nah, I'm not feeling it. And then now the fact that, during the draft they traded away their top receiver. They haven't gone out. They got a 35-year-old wide receiver for him. What's he gonna do? Come on, they're not getting him any wide receiver. We'll see. There's still a trade deadline. Let's see if they bring over wide receivers. There's plenty of wide receivers out there that can get shopped. I think they're showing them that. Now we're not going to bring you any offensive weapons, no wide receivers. So I don't know. He might be like, you know what? I'll go somewhere else.
Let's go with Rob.
Is he franchise tag right now, or is he playing on that?
He can't.
He can be. He can re-franchise tag twice. He's on his 5th-year contract.
He will play next year, but 2 years from now, I don't think he will be there.
So you're in.
Let's go with Nick.
I don't think they franchise tag him. I think it's in good faith. I don't think he's going to be with Baltimore because I think just like Deshaun Watson, there's going to be a team that's going to offer him a fully guaranteed contract and picks to the Ravens. And since they're not going to do it, I think Lamar's always been a team player and he's kind of done right by them. And I think they'll do right by him by not holding him hostage and taking a deal. Like, I know we joked about the Raiders, but honestly, like, I could see him being a Panther. Like if they could trade a bunch of picks and give it there's some shitty teams that I feel like would you know what, you want 250 million guaranteed, okay, let's do it. And the Panthers, I'm pretty sure their owner, if I remember, is like the richest owner in all of football. So I think there's going to be a team that's going to offer a fully guaranteed contract to him, assuming he doesn't have some catastrophic injury this season. And will offer picks to the Ravens. And I think the Ravens, in good faith, will let Lamar, unless they give Lamar the contract. But I don't know that they'll do that.
Nav, what do you think?
I think Baltimore, there's a reason why Baltimore is not getting all these receivers and stuff, because they want to get Lamar on the cheap and like make him look like, hey, look at your stats this season. You know what? We'll give you 40 million or something like that, and try to like lowball him and stuff. But there's always, like Nick said, there's always going to be a team out there that needs a QB, and they're willing to pay that guarantee.
Raiders.
And I think I think Ravens are going to suck it up and be like, hey,
Mark Davis is cheap.
We'll match that. We'll match that, and we'll end up keeping Lamar. Just like how the Rodgers thing happened out. There's all these trade talks about him going to Broncos, and all of a sudden he stayed and got what he wanted. I think that's what's going to end up happening.
All right.
You guys want to know what I think?
Let's hear it.
I love Lamar Jackson.
Oh, are we saying goodbyes?
I love Lamar Jackson. I'm going to state on national television in front of millions of people.
And millions.
And millions. That Lamar Jackson's going to get traded.
Oh,
He's going to get traded.
traded.
I love him. I want him to stay. I want him to be a Raven for the rest of his career. I really do. I personally do. But, dude, they're not giving him any help. They've had 5 years to get this right. They should have never let I know Hollywood Brown. Everyone can say that's a good trade. Hey, man, we got a first rounder, a good center, whatever. But, man, Rashad Bateman developing as a better wide receiver, that could have been something pretty good. Andrews is still there. I mean, that's a lot more better of a help than what, damn, dude. And Duvernay's still doing pretty good. I thought that would have been a good nucleus there for the wide receiver squad.
Bring back nucleus again.
Yes.
Ray's all about the atoms today. You want to talk about some reverse osmosis or something too?
I lost my train of thought.
Sorry. They had a good nucleus there.
Yeah, they had a good nucleus and got rid of it. They broke up the team. They broke up the band.
Yeah, dude. I just think the Ravens are going to franchise tag him, and I think somebody's going to trade for him, and they're going to give him the money he wants, and they're going to do it, man. They're probably going to give him 3 first rounders or at least 2, but I think 3 is the norm. I think, and I think he's going to be gone. It hurts for me to say that. I don't want him to go. I want them to sign him, but if I'm Lamar Jackson, why the hell would I want to come back if you're not helping me? And I also, by the way, I just want to let everyone know, in the trade deadline, they're saying that the Ravens might trade for a running back. And I'm like, why are we needing all these running backs for? God damn, I'm tired of us getting running back. It's so stupid. Get us a wide receiver. Get us. That's all we really need. But really, we're going to have trade rumors for a running back. Really?
Number one wide receiver.
Hey, if they get rid of Lamar though, do they get rid of Greg Romans? Because what's his point? He did the cap offense and he did the Lamar offense. Like, do they get rid of him? Because he's kind of antiquated with that.
Yeah, 100%. You got to get rid of him. I think he's gone. I think you get somebody new. And I think the Baltimore goes traditional. I think they don't go running. I don't think they go that quarterback, running back kind of that dual threat. I think they just go straight traditional, and that's it.
He's definitely changed the whole freaking game.
Like a Flacco.
I could see Ravens taking another rookie QB.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna have to.
What you got, Nav? What's your question? In or out?
Oh, are you guys in or out on? I'm gonna change it up. Are you guys in or out on Pat's defense?
On Pat's defense, I thought I was until they screwed me in fantasy. I literally traded for them while my Eagles had a bye week and they shit the bed. So I'm out on Pat's. I'm out on Pat's defense.
Although,
hey, you know what though? I'm gonna give you Justin Fields is a freaking athlete, dude. Like he is a runner like Lamar. And there's just nothing you can do with QBs like that. There isn't. There's no team that can shut that down. There's no team that can contain it. You just have to deal with it and make it best. So I don't know, but I will say I'm down on Patriots defense after that performance.
I wasted my waiver wire to pick them up. They scored. I lost by 1 point.
So any other defense would have been better, huh?
I don't know about any other defense, but they just needed.
I've had negative defenses, so yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
I'm out.
boy, the hate is real.
I'm out, but they're still starting on my fantasies because I got nothing else to pick up.
I went back to Eagles. Who was your? So you swapped your other defense? Who was your defense before?
It was on bye, huh?
It was like middle range.
Bye week.
I think they're on a bye week now, so I didn't pick them up again. I think that the next best is the Jets. I don't know.
The Jets are bad.
Jets have a good defense. Sauce Gardner is the truth.
But what defense is gonna do better than the Jets against the New England or the New England against the Jets? Oh,
I'd take Jets versus New England because I think Jets are gonna win that. But I mean, sorry, Robbie. Oh, is he here? Oh no, wait, he's here. Okay, I wasn't sure if he froze yet or not.
You guys know what I think about this in or out? I you know what? I believe in the Pats defense. I believe in Matthew Judon. I believe in that man. I believe in Jack Jones, who's going to go to Baltimore. We all know it. He's going to Baltimore. We all know. I believe in Kyle Duggar. I think that guy's absolutely fantastic. I think when they get those, and I dare I say that word, the nucleus word, when they get that nucleus back, I really believe that that defense is going to be completely. Well, obviously we know Judon's playing, but Kyle Duggar is out, correct? He hasn't been playing.
Well, he was in the last game. I think he went out in the first quarter.
So yeah, but that's a huge blow because he plays that position exceptionally well. So
plays everywhere.
I think when he comes back, that defense will get back to normal for sure.
Let me just remind everybody that Moy did pick the Patriots defense, but Moy's also in a one-man league, so he can pick up anybody he wants. For those who don't know, Moy plays against himself in fantasy football, and is like, dude, pick up Josh Jacobs on the waiver wire. He's gonna do good this week. So, but anyways, I'm still in on the Pats D, man. Like it was one bad game, honestly. They've had one bad defensive game, and now like we're gonna talk about, are we out on the defense? Justin Fields is a progressing quarterback. One thing that the Pats struggle against is a mobile quarterback every time, no matter what it is. Some games they get it right. Some games that mobile quarterback runs all over them. It was just one of those things. Patriots always, every single year, has one horrific loss, and I think this was it on Monday night on national television. I'm still in on the Patriots defense. I'm not sure the extent of Kyle Duggar's injury, but that's a huge one for us. So we're still waiting on hearing back from Kyle Duggar. I think he's going to play this week, but I'm not too sure. But I'm still in on the Pats defense, man.
All right, so we got 2 ins and 2 outs.
Yeah, tiebreaker.
I'm still in the Pats defense. Yeah, I think they just had one bad game. It's funny how Billy B did not do anything to change up that defense and try to. I mean, I seen a little bit when they did try to stop Justin Fields, stop him running. They had a spy on him, but they found other ways to like make a fool out of that defense. But yeah, one bad game doesn't count for their history of defense.
And still, Pat's defense. When we're talking about defense, they still scored 9 points. They still scored 9 points. That's pretty good for a defense, man. I'll take that for a defense every single week.
I think the average is like 9 to 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
By the way, Robbie, they've had 2 other bad games, and they were also against running QBs, Miami and the Ravens.
Yeah.
Every team says like, oh, we suck against mobile QBs. It's because everyone sucks against mobile QBs. That's the benefit of having a mobile QB.
Yeah, they're just hard to figure out.
Yep,
that's like what it is.
Well, just 11 on 11. You can't get caught slipping.
Right.
Are we? Oh, look at them slipping.
Okay, in and out. I feel like we got way too many QB things, but in and out because we got Niner rumors about Trey Lance. In and out, Trey Lance actually starts next year.
Oh man, I should have.
Who you want to start? Who's gonna start?
We got rumors about Brady. We got rumors about I almost said Favre. Rodgers.
That fool's gonna go to prison.
Yeah, that guy's going to prison. We got rumors about re-signing Jimmy. What do you guys got?
I am in on Trey Lance starting
next year.
Next year, yeah. I mean,
I
think you did all that capital, and you gave up all that capital to get him and stuff. I mean, you still haven't seen a full season of him, so
haven't even seen half a season.
We've seen 5 quarters.
A quarter of a season either, right? So, yeah, I think you guys gonna still try to see how he is, and still sign Jimmy G again for another year.
Please no. Please
I'm gonna
no.
piggyback off of Nav. I totally agree, man. You give up 3 first round, or they say 3, but technically that one was
you swapped them. It's like semantics.
Yeah. Technically, you gave up 2 first rounds and your first round to get a first round, but whatever. But you did give up still a lot of capital to go up and get this guy, and just to give up on him after 2 seasons, because 1 season you didn't want to play him, 2nd season you play him and he gets bent. He gets hurt in the 2nd game, and I think you guys. If you guys get rid of Trey Lance next year, or if you guys put him on the bench for another quarterback, I say Kyle Shanahan's job is on the hot seat, because that is absolutely horrible to go up that much. I love you too, Ray. That is absolutely horrible to give up that much capital to go and to move on from him after that.
Ray, go ahead. Go ahead, Ray. I'll go right
before 49ers. Hold on, let me get closer to this mic here.
Where are we going?
In or out, man.
You never know where Ray's quite going with this.
It's quick. In or out.
If we hear nucleus again.
The Niners will not have Trey Lance start next year.
Is it
Lamar? And the reason why, and I want him to start. I'm going to go on the record. I want this man to start. But this man, since day one he's got to that organization, they have Kyle. I'm pointing to Kyle Shanahan here. I'm not saying everybody else. I believed in him. I think he should have played. His day one, he should have played. You guys gave up the capital. He should have. I've been preaching that forever. I just don't think Kyle Shanahan believes in this man. If he believed in him, he would have started him. Even if he wasn't even prepared, he's a rookie, man. It's okay. He's going to learn these mistakes. And he goes out there, and like Nick was saying, he literally was just running him into people. He's not Lamar Jackson. You can clearly see he is a mobile quarterback, but he's not Lamar Jackson. And he's still trying to figure out how to protect himself. And I just think I just feel so bad for him, man. I feel really bad for him. And I don't think he's going to start. I really think Kyle Shanahan is going to find somebody, or they're going to get somebody. And if Tom Brady's there, I think he'd rather choose Tom Brady over your guys' draft pick, man. It's not fair. I don't like it. I hope Trey Lance starts. I'm going to stay on the record. I really do hope he starts, but I don't think he's going to start. I just don't think that Kyle Shanahan believes in him. And it sucks.
Yeah, it's close.
Terrible performance. Terrible. I disagree. That man is starting. I'm tired of this Tom Brady nonsense. Tom Brady's not going there. Why would they pick him up? This man's done now. Come on, let's be honest. He hasn't been having a great season. Come on. Why would you go to an old man like that when you've put up so much capital for this man? You got it. I'm telling you, they are still like, oh man, we have to figure out what we got from him. They haven't seen.
Boy, they gave up that much capital, and they didn't.
So
even
start the man next season. He's starting next season.
First 2 seasons.
He is starting next season. What do you mean?
Well, technically, he started this season. He just started as a running back.
He just got hurt.
Wait, was he? So he was out his first season, then his second season he got hurt.
Yeah, he started. Jimmy was the backup.
Yeah.
He started 3 games, right?
No, 2. He made 1 in 1 quarter.
1 game last season, right?
2 games.
Yeah, he had 2 games last season.
Oh, 2 games last season?
He's starting next year. I am in. He is starting.
I hope he does, but man, I just don't know.
All right, Nick, give it to us.
Yeah, the cynic in me says that. So here's the hard part, I think, for where Kyle Shanahan comes from. for all the praise he gets, he's a below 500 coach. He's actually under 500. So last season, I feel like his thing was I need to win and I need to get to the playoffs. So I feel like that's the sole reason that they started Jimmy. Like everyone said Trey Lance is the best place for him to go because all of the weapons and the coaching. Well, it's actually wasn't that good because you have a win now team and you have the most raw QB prospect you could possibly have. So I feel like Kyle didn't want to trust Trey with that. And so that's why he didn't play him and why we kept Jimmy. And then this year we went with Trey, but still kept Jimmy as the background. I feel like that was a flaw. Like we shouldn't have kept Jimmy. Even after everything, I feel like that. I feel like Kyle would have played Trey a little bit different probably without Jimmy as a safe fall. But the cynic in me says no, and that he's just over it and doesn't have time, especially if they lose this season. But I think, like you said, all the capital into it, Kyle and both John, I think live or die by Trey Lance's performance. So I think they have to start Trey next year. And I think he'll be good. I have faith in him. So I don't have issues with it, but there's a lot of interesting things like, with Brady. I mean, Kyle's on record like he loves freaking Kirk Cousins. I don't want Kirk Cousins. But yeah, so I really hope that they give Trey a shot, and I just need Jimmy like out of the picture. Like they need to not play this. They need to not play this game. Like you can't have him. There's too many people in the locker room, and if I think honestly, like I think they need to do a lot of roster management around some of those vets who are Jimmy's friends. Because I think it's created some issues. I think it's created issues this year between a lot of the people that were pro Trey and a lot of people that were pro Jimmy. And I think that's part of the dysfunction we're seeing now.
So Nick, sir, if Kyle Shanahan, if the Minnesota Vikings offered him the Niners a trade, do you believe in your heart that you believe
Kyle
that
loves
they
Kirk
would choose Kirk Cousins?
Bro,
do you believe that
Bro, Kyle loves Kirk
I know
Cousins.
what you're going to say, Nick, because I know what Nick's going to say. Nick is going to be like, no, I don't want Kirk Cousins. But I'm saying, if you're in Kyle Shanahan's mind, do you think that he will rather have Kirk Cousins over Trey Lance? Because I think
he would. I honestly think he would.
Dude, wrong, though.
For everything Kyle has, he has never shown the ability to develop a QB. And I don't think, and even with our rookies, he doesn't like developing them. Like he likes them sitting on the bench and waiting a year, like before they even play any positions, unless they're just like crazy stellar breakout stars. He doesn't like playing them and developing them, and he has yet to develop a QB. So I don't have a lot of faith in it, to be honest with you.
All right, there you have it. Boom, another session of 4th and 1. Woo!
Wait, we didn't get Rav's question.
Oh, wait.
Boy, trying to wrap it up.
Man. Come on, man. Wait, we need our picks for Thursday. What we got? Let's go.
Boy's trying to get out of here, bro.
Damn, boy.
Moy's got to catch a bus.
Let's go.
I'll keep mine sweet and simple. Just a simple in or out, and we'll move on to the Thursday night picks, and we'll get out of here hopefully within the next 5-10 minutes. Is Geno Smith the answer to the Seattle Seahawks, man? Geno Magic. What you thinking, Moy? They are leading that division, by the way.
He is the answer to make playoffs. He is not the answer in the playoffs.
How do we know that?
He's the answer to the playoffs. Geno Smith. He's not the answer in the playoffs. I'm leaving it there. So I'm in for the season. I'm out for the playoffs. Gotcha. Just like they will be out for the playoffs. Okay.
Well, no one in the locker room punched him yet. So I guess, what do you think, Ray?
Oh man, I'm gonna say out. I'm gonna say out with Geno Smith. I like Geno Smith. I like what they're doing. But man, yeah, I don't think they're gonna make playoffs or at all. I think we'll start seeing his true self here soon, and I don't think he's gonna be able to overcome it.
What do you think, Nav? Come on, let me hear it.
I'm in on Geno.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's a good good replacement for Russell Wilson, as we can see. Yeah, I think he's good. I don't know what or where Geno will be after the season. I mean, if he goes to the playoffs, Would you not keep him? Why not? Right? He got you guys to the playoffs. Like that's saying a lot, just in general. I mean, win or lose, if he does win in the playoffs or not, or any of the games in the playoffs. But I'm in on Gino.
In on Gino. Well, Nick, I'll let you be the tiebreaker real quick because I am in on Geno Smith. I'm in on Geno Magic. He's looking like a top 10 quarterback right now so far after 7 weeks of the season, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't deny this man. He's just getting off. He's slinging that ball like crazy. And as of right now, this Geno Smith, I am in on him for rest of the season. Maybe he might win a playoff game. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. That's for sure. And I think Geno Smith will start next year for the Seahawks, but I would not be surprised if they draft a quarterback to develop under Geno Smith. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, we're acting like we didn't watch. I mean, I know he's had some good games, but like the Niners shut him down. Like good teams are gonna shut him down. He's still gonna be Geno Smith. So I think I'm in on Geno Smith being with the Seahawks for a few years. I think they do re-sign him, but like you said, I think they draft a QB to develop. And I could see that QB taking over at some point if he struggles or whatever. But so I'm in, but it's like I don't think it's a long-term solution. I think maybe for the next year or two. But I think they'll bring someone else in, and then it really depends on what happens with Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I guess we'll wait and see. We're gonna move it on to the final take of today. Predictions for Ravens versus traveling to Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers. The Bucks are the favorites at -1.5. Who are you taking more?
Last week I took Bucks. They failed me. Last week I took Ravens to make history, and they barely got me the dub. So I'm nervous on this one. I was cursing the Ravens. So
take the time.
I am going to go with the Ravens.
Whoa!
Back-to-back weeks.
He's only going because he's trying to win. He's not going with his heart. He's trying to actually win.
Oh yeah, so I would
he's
go
trying to win
Ravens
picks
every week, but I have to be realistic. I don't know the way the Bucks have been playing. I don't know. I just can't trust it right now.
Raymond, give this man a Baltimore Ravens jersey. Who are you going with? Ravens at Bucks.
You know, I'm going to do something that might shock the world. I didn't have a Ravens jersey on today for a reason. I think the Bucks are going to win this football game.
Are you going for the Bucks?
I don't know if I'm the first person because everyone's really good at picking their own teams. You know, everyone just picks their teams. If you look at the Ravens win and loss records, they won, they lost, they won, they lost, and now they won, and now they're gonna have to lose, man. I'm telling you, something with it. And plus, Brady, I think since 2002, this guy hasn't even lost 3 games in a row, and Brady's gonna do Brady things. And this is what I think is gonna happen. Baltimore's going to be up by double-digit leads, per usual. It's like every other game. We're going to be up by double-digit leads. And what happens? That man, Thomas Edward Fitzpatrick Brady Jr. is going to come back, and they're going to freaking beat us. And I think they're going to beat us by a field goal. And then I think finally somebody is going to get fired in Baltimore. But I think the Ravens, unfortunately, lose this game. And I think we lose it the way we've always lost it, by double-digit leads, because that's what we like doing.
Dang.
Wow, no change of your pick now, boy. What you thinking now?
This is really tough because just like Ray said, like Brady coming back. I mean, not coming back, but losing those 2 games, like him losing another one. I mean, I know the man's about to be single soon, but still, like, it all depends if Ravens have the lead. If Ravens don't have the lead, then it might win.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with damn, this is freaking tough. I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks also.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Raymond's wearing those Bucks colors for a reason. Nick, what are you thinking?
want to go with the Bucks too.
Oh,
I don't know. I
Am I
think
gonna
the
be the
Ravens.
only one
I
going for
think
the
the Ravens are like the Ravens should win this, but I think this is gonna be one of these Tom Brady F the world. I'm gonna win this game. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Like, I think I think they had a lot to talk about after this last week. The drama's a little bit settling down for Tom. He's not flying out for weddings, at least that I heard this weekend. So, like, I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
go with the Bucks. Moy, are you gonna be alone or am I gonna go with Baltimore? You ready?
I think I'm gonna be alone.
He's gonna go Ravens. I think Gary's gonna go Ravens.
Yeah.
You are going to be alone, man. I'm going with Tampa this week. I really thought about the Ravens, man, but this is a game the Ravens can lose, but this is a game that Bucks cannot lose at all. Bucks are going to be dead in the waters if they lose this game. They're gonna go -3 games. They're gonna go 3-5. Brady knows this situation. He knows he cannot lose. This 45-year-old man, he's gonna get it done. I think Thursday night football is Brady's gonna say, "I'm back, mother effers," but I don't think he will be back fully. But I think this is gonna be the Tampa Bay game to this week.
I gotta change my pick.
No, Ravens.
What do you mean?
I love for once in history, Moy is supporting the Ravens and Ray is against it. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for the text on Thursday. I cannot wait. No, there's no going back. You're locked in, bro. You're locked in.
Are you
kidding me? No. This has to be
Can I
it.
at least say this?
Just last week, somebody said something on the podcast and then they changed it on the thread.
No, this has to be it, Moy. For the sake of the pod, you have to be in on the Ravens.
Moy,
are you going to change your pick?
Do
you want? If you really want to change your pick, do you really want to change your pick?
I want to change my pick.
Okay. Hey, if Moy's going to change his pick, I'm changing my damn pick. The goddamn Baltimore Ravens are going to win this football game. The Baltimore Ravens will win. Fuck that, dude. The Baltimore Ravens are gonna win.
Ray couldn't handle us all talking shit about him.
We are gonna win by 3. Mark my words.
No, I want to change my pick too.
I'm going for the Niners. I'm changing mine too. Wait, all right. So official, run it through. What you got? One word: Bucks or Ravens?
Bucks.
Oh,
Ray.
Ravens.
Nav.
Ravens.
Oh!
You sons of guns.
Nick.
Bucks.
Oh my gosh.
Bucks.
I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Y'all wishy-washy.
Yeah, I thank y'all for
say it with your chest.
Tuning in for another session, 4th and 1. We out.
Peace.